Hello everybody, my name is Cooper. I'm bringing you guys Viewer Replay Cast number 25, and I am super excited because I am halfway to 100. Wait, no, sorry, hold on, my math is bad. Halfway to 50, which 50 is halfway to 100. I got that part right. I was just off by a little bit, you know, give or take 5 or 10 or maybe 100 numbers, 75 numbers. But anyway, this is Viewer Replay Cast number 25, so that's a big number. That's one of those solid numbers. I don't know what I'm going to do to celebrate. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something. I don't really know. Actually, I do need to do a giveaway this month. I do have a very nice, cool, awesome giveaway scheduled for you guys. I'm going to be posting announcements about in a little bit more details a little bit later. Hold on, let me fix the mic real quick. Okay, mic fixed a little bit. Hopefully it is a little bit better than it was before. I also went back and watched my videos, and my audio, as far as commentary goes, was a little bit lower than I wanted it to be. So I'm actually still... I guess I'm still working with the audio settings in game and stuff. So turn down my game settings, or turn down my game audio settings, and turn up my voice audio settings. So hopefully you guys can actually hear my voice when the big action pops out. But anyway, as always, implied the viewer replay cast. I'm not going to tell you guys who sent it in because the general assumption is the person who sent it in is probably on the team that won, and we don't want any spoilers for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and go through it. Just go with the wind. I know how long it lasts, but that does not mean that I know how it goes. Actually, I kind of do know how it goes. I kind of got a little bit of early spoiler, but I don't know. I can't really blame the person who sent it in. They were really excited about the game, so they really want me to cast it. So I'll cast it for them, and hopefully they'll be seeing this video soon. As far as the details on the giveaway, that is not really all that super relevant right now. Just know that it will be an item in Dota 2, as opposed to just a game. Actually, it'll be a game and an item for Dota 2. More details about that later. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. And by item, I mean a full set, not just some crappy bracer for Omni Night. I'm talking about like a full outfit set. What outfit set will it be? I don't really know yet. I'm still choosing, still picking, but you guys will know soon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, okay, cool. The whole entire, well, everybody should be picked up because this was a single draft. I think that's what I saw. So I'm going to do introductions outside the diary since they are all picked up first. Starting with this Vengeful Spirit, we see Misu 113 on that Vengeful Spirit. Moving on to Sven, we see Crystal Hunter on him. On this Phantom Assassin, which I'm actually kind of excited to see because I don't think I've seen many Phantom Assassins, to be honest. We see Rock on the Phantom Assassin heading down to the bottom lane or mid lane. I'm not too sure where she's heading. We see Minotaur on that Sand King. Moving over to this Clinkz. I think it's the last person's team to introduce. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. On this Clinkz, we see Sourbird on that Clinkz. Moving on to the rating side. Starting off with this clock. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me hide this. This is hidden. Okay. Moving on to this Clockwerk, we see... Oh, Jesus. Zoo, Keith, Russ, WTB 19 Crate, TF2. Okay. I think I pronounced all that right. I hope I did. On that Clockwerk, I think I said Clinkz. I'm gonna say Clockwerk. He's on that Clockwerk. Moving over to this person on yellow, we have a Medusa. In 1 second, I need to change my settings really fast because my view settings are way too fast. Oh, wrong button. Hold on. What am I looking for? Oh, there you go. It's on the internet, Grandpa. No. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Camera speed down. Acceleration all the way down. And smooth and spectating on. And there we go. That's much better for you guys. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Moving on to Medusa, we see Zebra Victor on that Medusa. Moving over to his mid lane, who do we see on OD? Oh my gosh, we see OD. I'm pretty happy about that. We see Poodle's third leg on that OD, so that Poodle's obviously deformed. LOL. Let's keep it like that. Moving on to this Tiny, we see Zarbos on that Tiny. And last but not least, as far as introductions go, that is, we see Extra Sauce. Excuse me. On that Huskar. And guys, I must go ahead and brag. I did learn a new trick over the course of me scaling the internet, trying to figure out how to do cool things with Dota 2, and here it is. Boom, look at that, full screen mode. But it kind of sucks because I can't really see the names and stuff, but it makes for a nice little viewer experience. So I might be flashing it on and off at different points in the game, but we might see a little bit of action happen on top. We see Tiny throw out the avalanche. That is not a spell to just spam out to do a little bit of harassment. You need to make sure you can go in for a quick kill if you're going to go ahead and use that, but it doesn't really matter. Tiny just wants to dish some damage back on these guys. He was getting attacked a little bit. Sven does have an early point lead, so that's doing a lot of harassment damage to Tiny whenever he goes in for auto attack. And actually, both sides are just continuously auto-attacking these creep waves. So, one thing to consider whenever you're playing, whenever you're laning in the laning stage, you don't want to auto-attack your creep wave if you can help it. If you can help it, that is. because one, you're pushing your lane, and two, well, you're just pushing your lane. That's really the only reason. And if you're pushing your lane, you're putting yourself in dangerous positions that you might not want to find yourself in later. So that's one thing to consider whenever you're playing or whenever you're in the lane thing. So moving over to, sorry, I didn't introduce top lane, but I'm introducing the middle lane because the middle lane looks pretty darn interesting. We see, I think we're going to see a carry Vengeful Spirit. I really do not like a carry Vengeful Spirit. I have yet to see it work. Yes, I've seen people build carry Vengeful Spirit in the past and say, yeah, I'm building carry Vengeful Spirit, where they have like all these crazy agility items that a Faceless Void will build. But at the end of the day, they're not the ones that carry their team. Somebody else carried their team. They just built those items and they can do a lot of damage. But they didn't actually, you know, do all the damage whenever the damage needed to be done. So as far as carry Vengeful Spirit goes, I am personally against a carry Vengeful Spirit. But anyway, as far as the middle lane goes, we see a Vengeful Spirit versus an OD. Pretty interesting matchup, at least for OD's sake. He'll have a little bit of fun up here. We see Tiny taking quite a bit of damage. He might be going down soon. Sven does have a stun. No, he doesn't have enough mana for it. If he did pop that clarity, he could potentially get enough mana for it to go for it. But no, it will not matter. He's taking massive amounts of creep aggro. Look at all the damage that's done to him. Never underestimate the power of creep aggro, because creeps do hurt a lot, especially when there's 4 of them all attacking you at once. That's a lot of damage going on to you. A lot of DPS, surprisingly. But anyway, as far as the top lane goes, we got Tiny Huskar versus a Clinkz Sven. This lane should be a relatively easy kill lane as soon as Clinkz gets 2 points inside of the searing arrows, which he does. Sven can just throw the stun and Clinkz can just wail on him and probably do enough damage before they go down. Meanwhile, down bottom we see Medusa about to go down. She will be going down to the Sand King. Sand King able to get the first blow on top of her. Clockwerk not really able to do anything to help out. He does not have any point in his cogs, which I honestly think is a very big, very huge mistake. He's opted for points in Battery Assault, and you can argue, yeah, Battery Assault is a little bit better than cogs or power cogs, but the power cogs mana cost and the power cogs ability to save people's lives and also put 40 creep wave or block stuff is really useful, especially considering the fact that it only costs 50 mana. So, well, 50 mana at level 1 versus 75 mana at all levels on the Battery Assault. Leveling up Battery Assault only increases the damage and decreases the cooldown, but he doesn't really have much mana to actually spam on it. So, I don't know. It all comes down to preference. Hopefully we do not see him put a third point into that. We see him put a point in Battery Assault. Come on, put a point in Battery Assault. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Yes. Oh, sorry, no. Power cogs. I meant to say power cogs. But actually, you know what? I don't think he could have put a third point in Battery Assault anyway. He had to be level 5 to put 3 points or something. So anyway, all that aside, down the bottom lane we see a Medusa Clockwerk versus a Phantom Assassin, and where's the other person? Phantom Assassin Sand King. To be honest, I think this bottom lane will be, it's going to be really easy for the Dire to win, mainly because Clockwerk's really good at soloing, but he cannot keep Medusa alive. Medusa's going to die a lot. Down the bottom lane. That's all. I'm just making that assumption. Medusa's gonna die a lot because she has the lowest base HP in the entire game. She is building what looks to be a magic wand. So that's a pretty cool thing. She has those 3 iron braces to give herself stats and all. But that's not really gonna help her when Sand King throws out a stun and Phantom throws on all the damage. So, like this, it's a really nice setup for the Dire to be It's not like the Radiant's fault or anything that Medusa's gonna be dying a lot in this bottom lane. I assume Medusa, like right here, basically Phantom Assassin can slow Medusa, Sand King can follow up with a stun, and Medusa can't really do anything because she's pretty much dead. She pops that mana shield so she can stay alive a little bit longer, but she still will be going down. There's another stifling dagger throw on top of her. Phantom Assassin has to go for a blink. No, she doesn't have to. Sand King gets the last hit. Now Clockwerk's in a little bit of trouble. No mana for Battery Assault. There we go. Mana for Battery Assault. Finally, he can't pop that if he wants to, but he is close to the tower. He's gonna go decide against him and just stay near his tower, eat a few trees, and call it a day. Meanwhile, on top, we see a lot of damage getting done to everybody. We see Tiny throwing a stun on top of Sven. Sven threw a stun on top of Sven and Huskar. And Huskar's trying to go for damage. Tiny, what? Oh my gosh, Tiny, how much HP did you have? He had like a slither of HP left. It was like less than 16 HP. So that's like 3 seconds ago. So really low amount of HP on Tiny, really low amount of HP on Sven. We see, who was that, Medusa? No, Clockwerk. Clockwerk went down bottom to the Phantom Assassin. So she was able to get that free kill. Now a lot of damage is gonna get done to his tower. Meanwhile, middle lane, we see Vengeful Spirit shooting that OD out of his lane. I'm actually surprised at this, to be honest. OD should be winning his lane. He's out of region, so maybe he was being a little bit more aggressive than he probably should have been. Vengeful Spirit came into the lane with only a Wraith Band and a Tango. And she has used all of her tangos up to this point, and she's pretty much been in lane the whole time. So OD not necessarily harassing as much as I thought he would be. basically spamming his arc, or spamming his Astral Imprisonment and throwing auto attacks on top of Vengeful Spirit whenever she comes out. He does have a one early point at Arcane Orb. I am slightly against this for the main reasons of hold on, we got engage happening on bottom. We got Phantom Assassin and Sand King fighting. There we go. Power card top 5. That Clockwerk PA is able to blink out because Sand King was right there trying to save her. There was a beautiful snake thrown out. Mystic Snake thrown out by Medusa. She is maxing. Looks like she's maxing that first. She has 1 point of split shot, 1 point of her mana shield. As far as builds for Medusa go, the only build that I really know of is like maxing your Mystic Snake. Sorry, maxing your mana shield and then maxing your Mystic Snake. Or say it the other way around, maxing your Mystic Snake and then maxing your mana shield. No, I take it back. Other way around. So maxing your mana shield, maxing your Mystic Snake, and then put a lot of points in stats. And then once you get the damage up, you can actually start going from your split shot. All that goes a long way to say that this is kind of debatable when she should go for split shot or whether she should max Mystic Snake or mana shield first. But to be honest, I mean that's a very vague statement I just made. That can be said about just about every single hero. I mean, it can be said about any hero in the game. It's arguable that Sand King's Caustic's Finale is not useful. I actually do think that's kind of useful. I mean, it pushes your creep wave. Why would you want to push your creep wave in the lane stage? So up top, we see a lot of damage getting done around the field. We got Sven eating the stun from Tiny, and Huskar is almost level 6. As soon as he gets level 6, he's probably going to be going guaranteed on top of Sven, and Sven will be going down. The slow that Huskar will be able to put on him, followed up with a stun from Tiny, will definitely end his life. Especially if Tiny decides to go for a toss in and destroy him. Help Sven get help Huskar get in there. That's what I meant to say. So anyway, we see OD, he's taking quite a bit of damage. We see Huskar getting killed on top of Sven on top. He didn't even have to use the leap, he just did it for auto attacks. He is finally level 6. There we go, he has a point in his leap. And Tiny helped out as well. I saw Tiny stun on the ground. OD's taking massive amounts of damage in his mid lane. He is going for power trace. He's building that glove of haste first. One thing I always argue is go for a stat efficient item before you go for that. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter for OD because the stat efficient item for him is that Roba the Magi, which is not really going to keep him alive all that much. It might help him do a little bit more damage, but it's not really a lot of damage. So instead, he could go for the Belt of Strength and then build the Glove of Haste. The Belt of Strength will give him some nice survivability, and also it will help him out as far as building towards his treads well. But it doesn't really matter. He's just 100 more gold, and he'll be able to finish up his full treads, have them bought out to him. No upgrades on the courage just yet. We got Sand King getting a stun on top of Medusa. Medusa taking massive amounts of damage. Medusa always getting caught out. This is not good at all. She needs a massive amount of farm in order for her to be effective, and she's not going to be able to get that at this rate. She is in fact maxing her Mystic Snake. She has 1 point on her ulti to make sure she can get out. Sand King finds a Clockwerk around the corner, and Clockwerk is going to go throw out a power card, and we'll probably see Sand King die here. No, we might see Clockwerk die here. Sand King Sand King doesn't have enough mana to follow this thing. He doesn't have Earn a Shadow though. Huskar does die up top to somebody, probably Tiny. Oh wait, no, Tiny's on the same team. He does do Clinkz. Vengeful is up here. She's hunting for blood. She's trying to. She tried to hunt for blood, but Tiny was way out of here by the time she got up here. She does have her power treads up, and she also has a ring of protection. I'm wondering. She's probably gonna be building a ring of Aquila. Don't know why I said. I don't know why I was about to say I wonder if she's going to be building, but probably Ring of Aquila since she is building carry Vengeful Spirit with air quotes. This top lane will be getting pushed out. She did max her Vengeful, that's one thing to note. If you're playing a carry Vengeful Spirit, yeah, your Vengeful will be really useful, especially if you're building a lot of damage, because that basically gives you free 36% damage. I was going to argue that Wave of Terror might be a little bit more useful because it reduces the armor, but not really. Tiny. Huskar taking massive amounts of damage from the Vengeful Spirit. So is Tiny as well. Vengeful Spirit just saying, hey bro, I hit for over 100. Or actually, I hit for 100 exactly. So, actually no, I hit for over 100. That's 110.
Top tower is under attack.
That is 110, guys. That is 110. 70 plus 30 is 100, and then 9 plus 1 is 7. I lied, it's 10. Phase boost only on that Phantom Assassin. I actually need to take. Hold on, we got engage and have down bottom. We got Clockwerk about to go down to Sand King. Sand King just waiting for another stun. A few more seconds, he'll be able to have that Sand King almost able to do enough damage. He's getting hit with the power cogs. He doesn't have enough mana now. A big play from Clockwerk. He just might survive. Sand King just desperately try to get that last hit. If only he had earn charge is all he's saying. We see Phantom Assassin blink out. OD did get a kill on top of VS, so VS not really doing anything. Phantom Assassin can potentially go in for a kill on top of OD. OD does have the arcane orb, so he can do a little bit, do pure damage and pretty much blow away the Phantom Assassin before she's able to do anything. I think that'll be enough damage. 6%
middle
of his
tower
mana pool,
is under attack.
It was about 800, so 6% of 800, that's 8 times 6. Oh god, math. Oh god, more math. 48. I think it's 48. I think Phantom Assassin might have died if he would have just got one shot off. Regardless of all, the amount of damage that he actually had behind it. That was just the pure damage coming from the Arcane
bottom tower
so,
is under attack.
Yeah, 1 point in Arcane Orb can help out. I would argue that maxing your Astral Imprisonment and maxing your Essence Orb would be much more useful than getting a point in Arcane Orb, but he probably got that for farming purposes, because OD doesn't really have all that much damage starting off. And now let's say that we see that he has over 100 damage at this current point in time. But I mean, that could be coming from items that he has what, boots of speed or power charge. Jeez. So that's 18 damage. Oh, we got Sand King getting engaged upon. He will be going down regardless of what he does. Clockwerk just jumping in with that raffle. He's playing Spider-Man. And meanwhile, we see Tiny go down on the top side. These guys are dying all over the place, left and right. Clinkz is doing a little bit of damage to Huskar. Huskar does get slowed by the Cyclone Dagger from the Phantom Assassin. And then goes the last hit going towards the Clinkz. Double kill for him. And he has a Ring of Aquila. He has himself just brown boots, and that's really it. Phantom Assassin, all she has is, like I said, face boots. She's looking to, well, hopefully
Dire's bottom
cash
tower
out with
is under
those,
attack.
or get enough damage to actually get kills to claim stuff. Oh, we got a TP coming up top from Vengeful. These guys are looking to engage up top. Vengeful is level 6. She does have 1 point at swap. I did recently learn that a level 2 swap gives you a nice increase in range. Yes, it does give you a nice increase in range. We see OD go down. There's a swap from the Spirit. There's a stun from the Spirit. And Sven is able to get a life on top of the OD. Sven will be running away from that tower while he's getting hit on it. Or hit by it. And the whole entire Dire side is up top. Dear Jesus, these guys are swarming this top tower. This tower is not long for life, if I'm not mistaken. About one more creep wave will pretty much be taking this down. And that creep's gonna go ahead and take out Vengeful Spirit, trying to do as much damage as possible. She might be going down to the tower. No, she will not be going down to the tower. Last hit going to Vengeful Spirit. She gets paid off for her sacrifice, for her risk. Ring of Aquila is up on top of her, and power charge as well. So that's really all the items that she has. Clinkz on the other hand, he has Ring of Aquila and Magic Wand. That's a little bit more. I think we got Tiny getting caught on the backside. Phantom has to do a massive amount of damage. We got a toss from Tiny thrown on top of Sand King, so they're taking a little bit of damage, but it's not enough damage, and Tiny will be going down one more hit. So we go Sand King, or Medusa. But yeah, sorry, Sand King able to get the last hit. Medusa taking down the bottom tower. Meanwhile, she just might help her team come back into this, to be honest. She's actually farming up quite a bit. She's using her mana shield, procking it back and forth, trying to dodge a little bit of damage. She could just turn on her split shot right now and just push this creep wave as hard as she possibly can, since the whole entire Dire side is way out of position to do anything. They are rotating in position at this current point in time. We got a Sand King and Phantom Assassin rotating down to the bottom lane. Clockwerk is not in the spot that he wants to be. He can't throw out the power cards to make sure that he doesn't really get caught up, but he won't be able to make it. He has Phantom Assassin and he has Sand King all around them. They can't really do anything. Medusa's going from around the corner. She can't pop her ulti, so she can try to do herself. Will she pop her ulti? It's a big question. If she pops her ulti, she might be able to save Clockwerk. Or sorry, she might be able to actually kill PA.
Dire's
and Sand King at the same time. Sand King will pop that Sandstorm. I don't think the ulti from Medusa will stop the Sandstorm. It might, because hold on, is Sandstorm purgeable? It's a good question. So this is gonna wait it out. Sand King's Sandstorm lasts for quite a bit of time. It is only 1 point inside of it, so it will be running out soon. Medusa's just gonna wait it out, and Sand King's a little bit trouble. There goes the mana shield pop from Medusa. Medusa pops those phase boots, and Sand King's on the run. He has no mana for anything, and the snake is bouncing on top of everything. If only that was a wide bounce on top of him. Clockwerk throws out a flare, and it's not enough. Well, we got a DC coming up from Sven. Hopefully he does receive soon. I see a big fight happen mid. I was trying to figure out where this fight is happening. We see Huskar go down. We see OD over here. OD just Astral Imprisonmented the Clinkz to make sure he didn't do any more damage, but Clinkz will be able to turn the fight on top of OD. OD is very vulnerable right now. He does not have any force staff. It looks like he's trying to build towards. He has that Ring of Regen, so that's one thing to point out. But he doesn't have a force staff right now, so he's not able to jump in and out of fights. Force staff really helpful for OD, because OD just gets caught out so much. Or if OD does get caught out, he can basically just force staff himself up a cliff. He can force staff himself away. He can force staff the enemy away. He can do whatever he wants with the force staff. Force staff is just so useful, and it gives him the increase in intelligence, and also an increase in mana pool. So big things for him, and also gives him regen too. Regen is also important. So force staff all around, really good item for OD, even after the nerf, which is like 10 years, which was like 10 years ago. I don't know. It's like really, people still talking about force staff nerf. For those who do not know, the force staff nerf, basically force staff used to give you intelligence. It used to give you the force staff, the push ability. It used to give you increase in damage, like 15 extra damage, and also gave you like 15 extra attack speed. But they did nerf that. Clockwerk will be, oh my gosh, Clockwerk almost able to stay alive. He's getting body blocked by the creeps, but Phantom has hot on his shell. If he pops those cogs, he might be able to survive just yet, but no, he'll be going down to the Cyclone Dagger, and then the stun from Sand King wasted, but that's really matter. They got the kill, and they'll be able to push his tower in. Meanwhile, the middle tower almost going down. Clinkz can't deny this. He will be denying this very slowly. There you go. Clinkz does deny his own tower. Make sure no extra gold going towards the Radiant side. And so far, as far as the tower count goes, the Radiant are in the lead on the tower kills. Probably not by much. Actually, no, probably by a little bit more. Wait, gold graph. As far as the gold graph goes, we see it spiking all over the place. I think it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up again. So it was in favor of the Dire at the very early game, but basically those ganks from Vengeful Spirit. Wait, no, hold on. It was in favor of the Dire early game, but it's what happened. I don't know. I don't really know what happened to bring the spike back up. We got two deaths coming on toward here. We got a team fight breaking out around the backside. We see OD activating the Astral Prism. OD does throw on top of Stanky, but he's surrounded by Dire. And now Huskar did leap on top of somebody. I didn't see who he leaped on top of, but it wasn't enough. Tiny tosses somebody back into the side. Medusa pops that ulti. Everybody's getting slowed. The snake is bouncing on top of everything. Medusa's getting all the mana. She's throwing out her split shot. She's not throwing out her split shot. She's throwing out her auto attack on top of everything. Clockwerk getting blocked with his grapple by the Medusa. And now Medusa just throws out a snake. That'll be enough to get the last hit on top of that PA. Actually, PA goes down to the tower instead. So, doesn't really matter. Medusa pretty happy about that. And Medusa is building what looks to be a, hopefully not a Mask of Madness, hopefully it is a Helmet Dominator. So she can get ready to build a Satanic. It's still arguable on what to build for, whether you should go for that Perseverance first, or sorry, whether you should go for a Lincoln Sphere first, whether you should go for a Mantis Style first, something to help her survive, or you should go for other items such as what I'm assuming will be a Helmet Dominator. But she does have enough gold for a Mask of Madness if she really wants to go for it. I do not agree with the Mask of Madness on Medusa, mainly because Medusa is easy to kill as it is. She's going to get swapped by the Vengeful Spirit. She can't throw her mana shield, but she does not throw it fast enough. She's getting focused by everybody. Tiny throws out a stun and a toss on top of that Vengeful Spirit, shoot him away. Sven throws out a beautiful stun, catches two, and here's the fight. OD throws out his ulti, but I don't think he has enough intelligence to actually do enough damage. Sven is on the run. Sven is determined to get his kill. OD activates the Astral Prism. He does not save the life of that Huskar. Huskar still goes down, and now OD will be following suit. So that's pretty much everybody going, or sorry, pretty much a pretty bad engagement for the Radiant. And now we got Clockwerk still on the run. Clockwerk might be getting killed soon. There's a Hatred over the top. Will these guys turn around and pick it up? I don't think so. Tiny's on the run. Everybody's on the run. That's the story of this game. Clockwerk wraps his forward, make sure he can get away fast enough. And he's pretty much a lone survivor. Barring Medusa. Medusa wasn't really engaged in that fight, to be honest. She was far back enough than I really did. She tried to save somebody's life. I saw, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and we got TA rushing for that Battle Fury. So all she has is a phase boost, and she's rushing for straight up damage. This is one thing. Sorry, not this is one thing. What people typically do when they're rushing for Battle Fury or a Phantom Assassin or somebody who's a natural Battle Fury carrier is they go for that early Ring of Health. Like, they go for the Ring of Health before they go for anything else, mainly because they get the Ring of Health during the laning stage. So they even get the Ring of Health before they get phase boots. Mainly because it allows you to stay in your lane. It allows you to just stay there and have a massive amount of staying power. That 5 regen adds up over time. That's basically in 10 seconds you get a free 50 HP if you did have that HP missing. And I think how much does it take for 100 HP? 20 seconds. Yes, in 20 seconds you will have 100 HP. So, wait, will you? Yeah, 20 times 5. 20 times 5 is 100. Yep, I can do math, guys. And PA is going to go ahead and farm the jungle. So basically, long story short, a lot of carries rush for that Ring of Health. And by rush, I don't mean that's the first thing they buy. I mean that's one of the things they buy early on. We got the whole entire Radiant side walking up in here like a boss. They're ready for the big T-fight. Look at that. Just Tiny throws out a stun. Stun does miss one because he was Astral Prism. Sand King only one channel. Everybody's taking massive damage. Huskar might be next. Huskar pops his inner vitality, but it's not enough. We got a swap cover for his spirit. Sven's taking a lot of damage. Sven does get a kill on top of somebody. Who was Sand King is here, just derping on the way with his sandstorm, and that's the Radiant all getting wiped out. Dear Jesus. They came in like a boss and they went down like a boss. I will say that much. Sven was the only casualty in that one. Medusa saying finish it. She doesn't feel confident about her team winning this game. And we might be seeing Dire go Roshan. Vengeful Spirit wants to go for it. Vengeful Spirit does have herself she's building herself a mechanism for a team. Phantom Assassin does. Wait, no, that's not the animal, man. It doesn't matter. Clinkz building himself an Orc Malevolence. And actually, no, it's nothing with the rest of the there it is. Yes, Clinkz is trying to build himself an Orc Malevolence. Orc Malevolence is a really cool item for Clinkz. It basically allows him to spam his searing arrows and also gives him a nice disable for little cash spells like Tiny, especially OD. Maybe Huskar as well if you want to count him too, but not really.
Immortality.
Clockwerk is really
Radiant's
annoying when he has his spells.
bottom tower is
Pretty much
under
anybody's
attack.
really annoying when they have the spells. If you can silence them, just shut them up for a few minutes, then you can kill them. I also make Clinkz plus Orc and Malevolence just matches so well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
Aegis does go to the PA. PA does almost have her Battle Fury. She has 2 pieces of it. She has her broadsword, which is right there, and she has a Claymore. And now she needs her
Radiant's bottom tower
Void
is
Stone.
under attack.
She'll have that fully up. We got Clockwerk on the real go away. We got engagement happening on top of somebody. Who is this? I didn't see who it was. Spin will be getting caught out. Spin does get hit with the stun from Tiny. He's getting hit with everything. He gets tossed. Medusa gets tossed in. He gets left by Huskar, and he finally goes down. But a lot of resources get wasted to go for the kill. I think Clockwerk grappled as well. So there was a Clockwerk grapple, a Huskar leap. It was a Tiny stun. And Tiny stun is nothing to just, like I said, throw out casually. Like, when you throw out a Tiny stun, you want to make sure you get an easy kill, because that stun costs a lot of mana, 120 mana. Tiny only has enough mana to cast that about 3 times before he's out of mana. Odie's going to come on the high ground, see if he can catch it, but he's desperately trying to build a 4-staff. He's about 250 gold away from that, but as soon as he has it, he'll be pretty happy. PA trying to bait out somebody, a creep getting thrown onto her, and she's going to be dodging those creep hits. She has 2 points in that Blurred, and she also has max Stifling Dagger and max Phantom Strike, so that's pretty cool things. A few builds that I have seen from Phantom Assassin in my personal Dota 2 playing history. We might see engagement happen on top here. We got Clockwerk throwing out a Rapple. Rapple does miss everything, and Sanky's going to go ahead and channel his Sandstorm right in front of him. Tiny's over the stun. Sanking's vulnerable. We got OD throwing out the Astral Imprisonment on top of the floor that was not enough damage, really getting done to VS. VS just took like maybe a chip of damage. OD's
Rock it on.
Sanity's Eclipse is not really all that much impressive damage until you get max like a crazy amount of HP. We got everybody's throwing everything on top of OD. OD will finally be going down. He gets hit with a stun finally from Sanky. I don't think he bought anything. Tiny throws out a stun and said, "Hey bro, get off of him," but it's too late. Clockwerk is gonna get caught out, and Medusa's gonna turn the fight. She throws out her ult. Clockwerk goes down pretty darn fast. PA just demolishing him, and everybody gets hit with that stun. But at the end of the day, Tiny doesn't have enough mana to throw out another stun of his own. Sanking comes out and throws a beautiful stun. He's going to throw a Sandstorm as well. Clinkz will be able to follow up with the kill. Clinkz is going to go for the kill on top of Medusa. Or somebody, or sorry, they're going to go for a kill on top of Huskar first, and then Medusa's next. Medusa's trying to run away. She has that negative urn charge, but it doesn't really matter. She goes down to the Visual Spirit Wave of Terror, which is funny because Wave of Terror only does 50 damage, so that was just barely enough damage to get her down. I think she was out of mana as well, so her mana shield wasn't blocking anything at all. Is her mana shield maxed? Yes, her mana shield is maxed. So she was really low on life. We got the Dire pushing in. Sven is going to go ahead and attack the creep wave. He has that cleave. Cleave is maxed for him. He only has 1 point in his ulti, as opposed to 2 points. He opted to
bottom
wait
tower
on his
is under attack.
2 points in his ulti.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just like, really, to be honest, really the only thing to comment on is like the various builds you can do with these people. You can do with these heroes.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Not really many mistakes coming from the players as far as item builds go, but really positioning wise, the Radiant have been pretty much getting caught up position. That has been a story of the game. That's obvious. That's blatantly obvious by the team fights, the way the team fights have been going, and I'm actually going to follow Clockwerk. Clockwerk wants to lead the charge, so I'll just go ahead and lead the charge with him. Put him on full screen mode, see what he does, see if there's anybody setting up. Oh my gosh, the whole entire Dire is setting up. These guys might be going for a big fight. Coming up soon, Odie's ulti will be off cooldown another 40 seconds. Clockwerk scouts out the high ground, sees everything. Visual Spirit throws out a wave of terror, sees everyone coming in. Will we see the fight? Yes, we will be seeing the fight. Sven stuns 2 people, but he gets stunned by the Tiny. He also gets Astral Imprisonment. He will be getting surrounded by the Radiant side. Will he be going down soon? Yes, he will be going down. There's a toss from Tiny. Everything gets on. Sanky channeled his ulti, getting everybody inside of Clockwerk's side. Beautiful coordination. Wait, Clockwerk's on the opposite team. Never mind, not beautiful coordination. Medusa Snake does return to her, more mana for her. She's getting slowed by the Stifling Dagger from PA. She's getting everything. She's getting silent. She can't throw her ulti. If she only can throw her ulti, she might be able to survive. She might have been able to survive, but it's not enough. Monster kill going towards the clock. Going towards the Clinkz. Clinkz gets a double kill. That's pretty much another team fight for the Radiant. So the Radiant consistently marching up like a boss, but going down just as fast. So things not really working out in their favor. And I actually need to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Oh, we got some text. Okay. But anyway, we got PA critting for 912. What's new? We got Sand King. He has. What does
Radiant's
have?
bottom tower
Sand King
is
has
under attack.
he's building up an Aghanim Scepter, looks to be. He does have Arcane Boost, so I do definitely agree with this.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
A cardinal sin, that's what I call it, a cardinal sin that I do see whenever I see
attack.
people who have a hero that can use the Aghanim Scepter. Whenever they're first starting off, and I do complain about this a lot, is basically what they'll do is they rush for the Aghanim Scepter before they get some form of regen. Sand King getting those Arcane Boots is definitely some form of regen. So he's pretty good in that aspect. Huskar did try to leap on top of Sand King, but he does go down in the end. Not enough damage. Clinkz and PA just showing up doing massive amounts of damage to him, and he was forced to run away while he could. PA does have a Battle Fury up, so she's able to do that splash damage, and Aegis should be running out soon. Aegis will be running out in about, actually no, it should just run out like, oh no, it has a minute. It has about a minute left, so maybe she'll go down soon. She's going to go ahead and run away with her life. She can't turn around and fight. I don't know if she knows that her Aegis will be running out soon. She should just turn around suicide and fight. She should get a little bit more minutes. Like that. She's just working everybody, just whacking away, playing whack-a-mole with Clockwerk's head, and Clockwerk goes down. Triple kill for Sven. Wow, I didn't see the other 2 kills. Wasn't paying attention. Sorry about that.
Radiant's bottom
oh no,
tower
BKB.
is
Sorry,
under
BKB
attack.
on Sand King. I thought he was building an Aghanim Scepter. So anyway, Clockwerk does have Clinkz does have an Orchid 11s up. He also has 15 yards of the on his magic wand, so he can pop that whenever he needs to. Sven builds up a BKB. Huskar is here. Huskar's ready to leap somebody. He's trying to go for kills off Sven. He's taking massive amounts of damage. Stun from Sand King will be slowing him down, and he will be going down once again. Medusa is trying to do what she can. She can't pop that ulti to slow somebody down and chase him, but I don't think she has any real damage power, especially considering the fact that her whole entire team is dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But she did build a Helmet of Dominator. Pretty cool item for her to have. It gives a nice life steal. That's really it. Vengeful Spirit is pushing, just knocking away the top tower.
Is
We'll
under
be going out
attack.
momentarily. Will she be getting the line hit? She will be getting the line hit. More gold going to her.
Radiant's top
She has
tower has
3.7k gold. She can buy herself a butterfly if she really wants. She can buy herself
Radiant's
Dagon. It doesn't really
bottom
matter.
tower is
Her team is so far ahead right now. If we take a look at the gold graph, we can see that. Oh, it's XP. Gold graph, we see that's heavily in favor of the Radiant side. Dire side, sorry.
Radiant's
It's heavily in favor of the
bottom
dire
tower is
side.
under
Like, it was
attack.
going back and forth at the very beginning of what you saw, but it just started skyrocketing towards the dire side. And the Radiant have really lost control of this game, especially considering the fact that it's a PA that can just do massive amounts of damage whenever she gets a chance. Whenever it procs, she'll do massive amounts of damage. Also the fact that there's a Clinkz who has himself Orchid Malevolence already. There's a Sven as well. Sven is definitely nobody to ever bat an eyebrow at, because late game he just destroys everything because his ulti, the way his ulti works and the way his cleave works, everything's just crazy. PA will almost getting caught out, but she's able to blink strike herself out. To the Sand King, who's right around the corner. Spin on a beautiful stun. He's gonna go ahead and get stunned up by the time. He will be going out instantly. He gets Astral Prisoner from the OD. OD saying, no, survive, bro. And the fight will be breaking out. Sven is trying to, he throws out one wine, does a nice amount of damage. Sand King gets some nice collateral damage with that caustic finale. And there's a, oh my gosh, Tiny going out with one hit from Clinkz. Clinkz does have himself a demon edge. He critted. Did he crit? He didn't crit. I think he just hit Tiny for 200. That's his base damage. So yeah, that'll make sense because he has 100. Okay, yeah, he had Death Pack as well. Death Pack definitely help out on his damage. Like, does Death Pack help out on your base damage or your extra damage? Clinkz consumes a friendly or enemy creep, gaining a percentage of his hit
Radiant's
points as
middle
maximum
tower is
health
under
and
attack.
damage. Says health gain 80%, damage gain 8%.
Radiant
So
structures are fortified.
yeah, he probably had Death Pack on. There's a Vengeful as well, so the Vengeful definitely saw that. That's what was throwing it up. So Clinkz had 100, and then, like, I think he had 108 over here. I don't really remember. I can't remember too clearly. But we see this middle tower will be going down to the creeps or to these guys. OD throws out his ulti, but I think Vengeful Spirit has enough intelligence to actually have nothing happen to him when OD throws an ulti. Vengeful Spirit about to get out. She turns around, throws out a stun. Huskar did leap on top of Vengeful Spirit to go for kill. Sand King challenge ulti hit everybody. Look at that damage. Blade Mail up on the Clockwerk. Clockwerk dealing the damage right back to the Sand King, but he still goes down at the end of the day to the Clinkz. And now we got Medusa going down, 2 more hits, and she goes down. Buyback instantly coming up from Tiny. Tiny wants some revenge. Tiny wants to get a kill off somebody. All he has is face boots and a bracer. He's so freaking poor. It's always funny. But we're gonna bring up the net worth really fast after we see this engagement not happen. PA is gonna turn around, throw a stifling dagger. She's gonna go ahead and run away while she can. Where's the net worth? Oh, never mind. She's gonna turn around and go for fight. See if she can go for a kill. Net worth. As far as the net worth go, we can see that the entire dire side of the head.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Big surprise.
attack.
Tiny is really poor. He has 2k gold in net
Radiant's
worth. And
middle
this is 30
barracks are
minutes to the
under
game,
attack.
guys. This is 30 minutes to the game. Tiny's not a support. Well, typically Tiny's not a support. He could be playing a support role for his team, but he's not obviously a support. He has phase boots. That's Bell's not support. Now Odin's activates Astral Prism on top of that PA. PA might be getting leaked by or leaked on top of by that Huskar. We got Sven coming around the backside trying to make sure PA can get out alive, and Huskar is going to turn around and run while he can. He can't just turn around and leak. Oh my gosh, one crit and he's gone. Two-shotted by the PA, and there's OD going out to the Sven.
Radiant's middle barracks
So
are
yeah,
under
Huskar
attack.
didn't have enough HP to actually survive. PA is just critting for crazy amounts of damage. She has that Battle Fury, which is giving her an additional 65 damage. She also has a Demon Edge, which is giving her 46
Radiant's
damage.
middle barracks.
So that's a lot of damage across all things. And yes, it probably does feel good. It probably does feel good. We see who's the Clockwerk going toe-to-toe with PA. PA doing a little bit of damage to herself. Blade Mail's a really good item to go against the PA because PA can basically dish out the damage, but she can't take the damage. If you have a Blade Mail on top of PA, PA just pretty much kills herself, which is actually pretty funny. Actually, put it this way, PA has 1.38k gold, or k HP. She might be going down to the tower. She will be going down. Nope, not yet. Tiny trying to get a stun. Tiny has no mana for stun. He has phase boost. He's going to throw a 1-out attack, but it's not fast enough. And Clinkz just turns around and get a kill on top of her. Huskar is on the chase. Huskar's trying to see if he can find a kill on top of her, but no kill for her. No kill for them. And she also has Vladimir's awesome as well. This is actually pretty funny. She can throw a hammer down there too. We see Clinkz get a kill. Medusa throws on the ulti. Spin just whacking away at everybody. Spin almost dead, but it doesn't really matter. He's doing crazy amounts of damage. And this is like one of my crease guys. Somebody with 10 HP can still deal out maximum amount of damage, so kill him as fast as you possibly can. That Spin just stood there and just whacked away 3 times, and he had 130 plus 300. So that was 400 and something damage, and there was a cleave damage as well at 65% of cleave. That was ridiculous. We got Clinkz just standing here. He's getting hit with the battery, so he can't really go for attacks. So we got swap out from Vengeful Spirit. No, Vengeful Spirit swaps out the Clockwerk instead, and Clockwerk will be going out. So definitely good choice by Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit has the Deso later as well. Now this is like I was saying before. We're gonna bring up the kills, death, and assists. We see PA. Whoa, PA got a kill. I see a splatter of blood. I'm just gonna go ahead and follow the full screen. Oh, never mind, too late. I couldn't catch the kill in like full high definition
Radiant's
for you
middle
guys.
tower is under attack.
But anyway, as far as I can't check things. Backfired. That really backfired, guys. I gotta get used to this. As far as kills, deaths, and assists go, we see Clinkz has 17 kills and 1 death. We see Vengeful Spirit, who's the one I'm comparing it to. She has 7 kills and 4 deaths and 12 assists. This is what I'm saying. Vengeful Spirit, carry Vengeful Spirit. Every time I see it, you say, yeah, Vengeful Spirit built carry items. Yeah, oh my gosh, Vengeful Spirit is the best way that's a carry item. But at the end of the day, she's not necessarily the primary farmer. This is Curry going down. These guys are donating gold to the enemy team. And Clockwerk is mad. And Clinkz is happy. Meanwhile, down bottom, we see Sand King pushing his tower. He's built himself a heart, so he's pretty happy as far as gold goes. We see these guys found diving. We see Huskar throw on the link. Clockwerk catching the PA inside the guards. PA definitely trying to fight her way up. She will finally be going out. So that's a lot of gold going towards whoever got the kill on top of her. 807 gold for killing a Phantom Assassin. That's a ridiculous amount of gold. The Ancient is naked, and these guys are trying to fight it back. Tiny's just trying to do what he can. Tiny's building the first piece of his Agnum chapter right now. And OD, what does OD to have? OD still does not have his 4-step. It's not really good. OD really wants to have his 4-step, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Clinkz is going to go ahead and go toe-to-toe with him. There's an ulti, everything getting thrown out from OD. OD's going to go ahead and stand still for a few seconds to try to go toe-to-toe with Clinkz. Clinkz is still able to do enough damage. Clinkz just said, okay, you're going to wait for me. I'm going to go ahead and kill you. And now Tiny's going to go ahead and hunt himself a Clinkz. I don't think he'd be winning that fight, or even if he did actually go out. Does he get extra armor? It does get more. We got PA jumping in. PA's attacking creep right now. Actually, no, she's attacking Clockwerk. Clockwerk does go down. Leap from Huskar going in, but Huskar definitely goes down. Tiny's going down as well. Triple kill for PA. Will she be able to get some ultra kill? I don't really know. Clockwerk does buy back. He might be donating his life to the cause. Will he do it? I don't really know. And swap coming up with Medusa. Stun coming on top of Medusa. Medusa's in a lot of trouble. Clockwerk goes out of power cards on top of PA. PA kills herself. That's what I'm saying, guys. Blade Mail and Clockwerk. Basically, just get a Blade Mail versus PA. Get a Blade Mail, PA kills herself. That's pretty much the end of the cast. So I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. That was a pretty exciting game. This game was sent in by the Clinkz. So thank you, Sourberg, for sending me in this replay. I did finally get to it. So sorry about all the confusion before. But anyway, yeah, really, the only things to talk about is just variations in builds. Nothing really to say like, oh man, you shouldn't do this, oh man, you shouldn't do that. But just variation in builds. As far as build order goes, I mean, with Medusa, like I said, maxing the Mystic Stake and maxing the Mana Shield doesn't really matter. You can do one of those, either one of those both. OD, maxing your Arcane Orb, or maxing your Essence or maxing your Astral Imprisonment is usually preferred before you get 1 point in Arcane Orb, but you can get 1 point to help with farming. It doesn't really matter. Also, your ulti's not really useful until you get, like, a lot of intelligence. So I've seen a lot of people gimp out on it in favor of the other 2 abilities, even the other 3 abilities, and also stats as well. Huskar, I wasn't really paying attention to your build. Moving on, who was I paying? Oh, Clockwerk, Cogs. Cogs are really useful. Definitely get Cogs, 1 point in Cogs, and then 1 point in battery assault, and then go from there. Whether you should go for Cogs before, or sorry, whether you should go for Cogs before battery assault depends on your lane. Clockwerk can get a lot of level 1 kills just with battery assault alone, because battery assault's so freaking annoying. You can't run away, and when he gets too close to you, he just can't run away. Especially if you got somebody dealing damage around the backside. And as far as who was it? Yeah, as far as Sven goes, a lot of people max their cleave last, mainly because you don't really have damage. Like all you want to do is as Sven just farm up until you get to that level where you have damage and then max your cleave. So that, and then Vengeful Spirit. You guys already heard my spiel on Vengeful Spirit. I don't like seeing carry Vengeful Spirit, but we do see it from time to time, and I have yet to see it work out, to be honest. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of examples out there where carry Vengeful Spirit destroys everybody, and she's like the best carry in the game, but I have yet to see it myself. So, anyway, my name is Coolblue. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Thank you, Clinkz, for sending me in this game. More information will be coming soon about giveaways and stuff. Definitely stay tuned for that. And, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the cast. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys whenever.